Hey guys, I'm really sorry it's so dark in here. I don't know why it's so dark. Hopefully you can just about see me. Today I thought I would do a video on making bath salts. As you may or may not know, I have an Etsy page which is Salts and Sprays, named because of my love of the sea. And it's a little play on words, I guess. I realise I haven't done many practical videos on this channel just yet, but I'm going to change that now today with this first video of how to make bath salts. I do sell these through my Etsy shop, and I do have a web store on Kimble, but I'm going to take that down because it's had literally no interest and it's just taken up bandwidth. So yeah, so I'm just going to have to move this camera. So I apologise in advance for the cleavage shots you aren't bound to get. Let's see if I can do this. That just about works, I think. Oh, look at that lovely cleavage shot. Okay. So the first thing you need is a bowl. I use this one. I think it's an old Chinese bowl or something, or a pool pottery bowl. I bought it online, but it's just the right shape for me. You also need sea salt. This is fine. Whoops, this is fine ground, but you can use coarse if you wish. It's sort of your personal preference. These salts are actually for my own personal use, so I quite like thing. I use pink Himalayan salt. This is a grinder, but of course you can of course take the lid off and put the salts in whole. I actually quite like to grind Himalayan salt into bath salts, simply because it makes the salt sparkle, and I think that's really pretty. Some Epsom salt. You can use scented or unscented. I use unscented because I like to have my own scent blends, which I'll get to in a minute. And you don't have to add these, but I like to. Dead sea salts. I like to add my own sea salt, dead sea salt to my salts. Okay, so let's start. I've got a really rickety old crappy spoon. A teaspoon is better. Purists would say you shouldn't use anything metal when it comes to working with salt. I do, simply because this is one of my most sacred spoons and I like to use it, so I do. However, you could use a wooden spoon or a love spoon or something similar. Oh, the other thing you also need is a scent blend. I've made this, oh, that's good. I've made this about 5 minutes ago. I don't share my scent blends on YouTube simply because they're the one thing that I don't give out on my Etsy shop. I show you how to make my product, but I don't want to give you the scent blend. So this one is one I've made up for myself, and this is for self-love and self-acceptance, something I really need right now, and some cosmetic grade colours. Colours for soap making are ideal. If you don't have these, you can also use food colouring, but I would be careful in how much you use because food colouring can stain the skin. These don't, because they're meant for soap and cosmetic craft. And you can get these from any good, I get them from a place called Hobbycraft, but you can get them anywhere that sells soap making and cosmetic items. Okay, so that said, I've got my ring on.
Hi, this is Namatona and you're listening.
Oh, shut up, Wyldwood Radio. Right, okay, so let's start. So the first thing you do, and I do this completely by ear, so I do apologise. One thing I've forgotten is a container to put the salt in. You can use a baggie if you're not making a lot. Actually, yeah, I might use a baggie. I'm not going to need that much. Or whatever you happen to have lying around. A little pouch like these, fine. Anything. Okay, so the first thing you do is put a good handful of your sea salt into your bowl. There's my sea salt in there. Okay. Then your Epsom salt. Some people will tell you that there are formulas for this. I do it the way I cook, which is I throw it all in and hope it turns out okay, which in all fairness it usually does. Now my Epsom salts have lumps in, so if you have lumpy Epsom salts, just give them a quick squeeze, just to get out. Oh my god, what am I listening to? Right. So you pour in See, there are some lumps in the item salt, so just break some up as you go with your fingers.
Strawberry puree with subtle notes of picnics on the grass and sunbathing on the beach.
Okay, that's enough. So I just put those over there. I apologise in advance for the commercials on my background listening. I'm trying not to listen to it, but if you wonder what I am listening to, for my UK subscribers, it's a website. It's an internet radio station called Wyldwood Radio, and it's really good. I'll put the link in the down bar if you want to listen to it. Okay, so you added your Epsom salt and your sea salt, so you just give that a little mix with your hands. You may be wondering why, maybe saying, Kimble, why do you have a spoon if you don't use it? Well, I do, but at a very particular point in the circumstances, I like to swirl them just to give them a little thing. So there's...
Hi, this is Namatona, and you're listening to Wyldwood Radio.
Right. Sea salt. I don't use so many of these because these are quite big grains. But to give a nice... And I'll take some out of the bag to show you. They're literally like little... They look like little quartz crystals. I don't know if you can see how large those grains are there. Okay, so in they go. And you give those a little shifty around with your hands. I'm using my right hand because I'm right-handed, and it's my dominant hand. Oh my god, that was so loud. Hold on a second. Shut up, Wyldwood. Okay, so I'm using my, as I was saying, I use my right hand because it's my dominant hand. And as I'm doing this, I'm actually pushing personal power into these salts. All my salts that I sell and the ones I make for myself are empowered with a magical goal. So as I do this, in my head, I'm pushing towards the outcome I want, which is self-love, loving my body, being able to accept my body as it is, and then work on it to make it even better and healthier. So I'm doing that as I speak to you by running my dominant hand through the salts. Okay, so at this point they'll look a little like this. So now I'm going to grind in some of the Himalayan salt. It sounds like I'm putting a lot more in than I am, just because the grey is so finely that I like to make sure there's a decent amount in there. If you can see the lovely sparkly effect, I don't think you can, but in this light I can. So you just give those a rub in, like so. I also like to add little you can add herbs to your salts. I don't add loads because they tend to get stuck in the bath. I'm going to add some agrimony. Agrimony is a herb that I'm working with currently in my druid training. It is a very druidic herb, which is why it's going in there. So then you just mix this in. Obviously it goes without saying that you don't use any of this for culinary use. Lovely. So there's the salt so far. Right. Now at this point, you can empower the salts. I've been doing that throughout by pushing the power in with my dominant hand, but you can also hold your hands over the bowl. If I'm also a Reiki healer, so I like to channel Reiki into the bowl, much like I am right now. And while you're visualising the outcome of your magical goal, you can say it out loud and push that intention into the salts. So something like, I empower these salts foster self-love, to receive the blessing of Aphrodite, and to foster joy, happiness and body acceptance in all those who shall bathe in them. And once you feel that the power has been transferred into the salt, you can just run them through again with your dominant hand. Oh, don't they look so pretty? How do you think they look so pretty? And now you're going to make me look even more pretty. Okay, so next what you do is you add your solvent blend. Now how I do this is, I wish I could zoom in on this camera, but I can't because it's on top of my monitor. What you do is you literally, well, the way I do it anyway, is drop into your herbs like so. This is where the spoon comes in, and then you work salt, the scent into the salt. Like so. Now some might say, how much scent, Kimble, how much scent should I add to my salts? That's really up to you. Though you do have to be careful with volume, simply because if you put too much in, your salts will be too wet. I usually aim for anywhere between 30 and 40 drops of scent of essential oils. My blends usually come in at about this. However, 5 or 6 more or less either way isn't going to make a lot of difference. It's really more about getting a blend that magically resonates. So using oils that correspond with your goal, and more importantly smell nice, because this of course is basically aromatherapy as well. So it may be magical aromatherapy, but it is still aromatherapy, and it works on the olfactory system. So if the scent is magically spot on but smells like death, you're not going to want to bathe in them. You're not going to want to bathe in them, and in the case of my sprays, you're not going to want to spray my room. So I work hard to make sure that my salts are both pleasing to the nose and magically adept. Okay, so so beautiful. And once you've ground all your scent in, it should look a little bit like this. Now I'm going to add some colour. What I'm going to attempt to do is make a mixed colour. Now, every time I've done this in the past, it's gone horribly wrong, so bear with me. I'm going to add some blue and some reddish blue, in the hope that by doing this I can make purple. It may come out a horrible, yucky, crap, shit colour. It may just come out blue. I'm not really sure. At this point it looks like a dark blue, which is okay, that's fine. Just not really what I was intending, but okay. So once you've made your colour, you drop just little dabs, or lines in my case, into your salt, and then you work the same way you did with the scent. You work the colour into your salts. And as you can see, it hasn't exactly come out as purple, but that said, it's still a very pleasing colour, so I'm not really all that worried about that. Again, it should be pleasing to the eye. Now, a lot of people will tell you that if you're making love salts, they need to be pink, because pink is the colour of love. And the reason I haven't done that is my own personal in my own personal correspondences, pink makes me gag. I'm not a pink person. When I think of pink, I think of Barbie. So apologies, but I do. So to me, this is much more appealing. I wish you guys had smell-o-vision because the scent in this room right now is incredible. Okay, so once your colour is all evenly blended, just again salt the spoon. There we go. Finished. And they look very lovely, and they smell very lovely as well. So then once you finish that, you can add them to baggies, or in the case of these are ones I made earlier. These are pre-packed. These ones are Aura Cleanse. Again, they're also blue, but light blue. You can push them, if you're going to sell them, in little things like this. Or in my case, because I'm going to use them tonight for a ritual bath, they will be put into a baggie and then into a pouch. So there you go. Magical blessing salts. Made with things that are either in your store cupboard or quite easily and cheaply obtained online. And there you go. So these are my blessing salts. My self-love and self-blessing salts, which I will be using in a ritual bath later on today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, of course, just hit me up in the comments and I'll be quite happy to answer any questions you have. If there are any videos you'd like to see, please do let me know. Also, I've noticed a lot of people are doing Q&A videos. I would really love to do a Q&A. I've never actually done one. So, but the problem is I don't have any questions. So how can I do a Q&A when I don't have any questions to answer? So that said, if you've got any questions you'd like to ask me, please comment below this video, or you can send me a YouTube message. I usually answer my YouTube messages, provided I get them. Failing that, if you have me on Facebook, you can ask me on Facebook, and I will answer as many as I possibly can. So yeah, thank you for watching this little instructional video. Again, if you have any more requests for topics, do let me know. I do have some of my old YouTube videos on this computer that I may upload, although I will warn you, they're pretty bad. I may upload a couple of old ones I did, like of my old devotionals, which haven't really changed that much, and things I've already done, and some from the channel I had before this one, which I took down, mainly because some of my friends have requested them, so I'm quite happy to do that. I'll upload some of these later on today. So yeah. Thanks again for watching. Like I said, Q&As, comment or send me a Facebook message if you're on my Facebook, or send me a YouTube message and I will answer it. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate everybody who watches my videos. Thank you for taking me into your lives and for watching the crazy shit I like to do and listening to my vlogs. And thanks ever so much. So have a lovely day and blessed be. Bye guys.